We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome, as we come to you from Commanders Field here in Landover, Maryland. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You look at this Cowboy defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
Definitely going to need to be physical with these receivers, whether that's right at the line of scrimmage trying to jam them and bump them off their routes, or when the ball arrives and you go ahead and put your shoulder into them and try and knock it loose.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commander's first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Let's go now.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. They'll get this up to the 47 and brought down there.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
This is 2nd and 8. Daniels looking to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. They're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 18. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Yeah, here we go.
Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They bring a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm is going forward. Incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. And he comes back with one complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And taken right at the 35. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
From the shotgun, it's Daniels.
Firing quickly here, that's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And being able to set the tone early in this game because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 18.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Come on, set.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Let's go.
Now Daniels.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've already seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
Ready?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th.
Set.
Daniel's going to throw for it. He's got it. Touchdown, Commanders. Bo Melton.
His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Commanders' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Joey Sly on for the extra point. And the kick is good, and the Commanders out to a 7-0 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, get a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Here's Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. One back in the backfield. He'll get the carry. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Now a handoff as they run left side.
And he will have a Cowboys first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Prescott now.
He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Throwing, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Prescott. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott to throw it.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Let's go now.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. There's a short one caught by Johnson.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go. Set.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Here's Daniels. Again, it's Johnson.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a first down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They'll try and throw for it here.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready? Roll.
to throw is Daniels.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Second down and 8. Throwing now is Daniels.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a gain of a couple there. And now third down and 6 to go.
Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout,
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Play action, now it's Daniels.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous. And this they can clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St. Just.
And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves. Cowboy 80.
To the air goes Daniels.
And he comes back with one complete.
Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter.
And no return forthcoming. It'll be a touchback, and the third quarter will start from the 30.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them.
It's a foot race. And they do finally get him at the 12.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't it? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Looking to throw. Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. 3rd and 7 now.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game. His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break, contain, and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
And his kick here is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Ready up. Set. Go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Here we go. Check go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
He'll get it inside the 20.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Daniel's going to try to sneak.
And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Jaden Daniels
scoring on the sneak from a yard out.
And the Commanders add 6 to their lead.
And this is something right out of the Philadelphia playbook. They were successful running this with Jalen Hurts. But this is a copycat league, so if it works for them, everyone thinks it'll probably work for us. And here, it does.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead is up to 8.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6.
Now Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Now inside the 25.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Cowboys have come back to make it a 2-point game.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Now he's into the clear. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Still enjoying the lead here in the third quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Able to shake him off. Flushed out right. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Here we go, Shaq.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around with the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Set up.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll take this one down to the 36.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down.
Half the 60, half the 60. Go.
Daniels looking to throw.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So they'll pass on what would have been a 49-yard field goal attempt, and they're going for it on 4th down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right.
They'll go for it and run a little touch pass here. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22.
That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion.
Ready. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Can we just take that run and turn it into a kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd.
And he takes it in for a Commanders touchdown.
A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Commanders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on second and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And a quick throw here. That's complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
7 yards there and a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Second and 10.
Here's Prescott. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Prescott from the gun. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Here's second and 10.
To throw is Prescott.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Here's Prescott. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. 25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now, we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Daniels. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here's 2nd and 3. You're not liking the look. They'll change the play. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
They are pushed back 5 yards by the delay of game, 2nd and 8.
Here we go, set. Ready?
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
Evades him at the 20, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that'll help the old passing stats. Remember, it was a pop pass, so it's not a wide receiver run there, Charles.
I like the way that you scored it, and that's exactly how it goes into the books. But remember, he's had success throwing the ball the standard way in this game. And here, this little tap pass, it goes for good yardage, a little something extra in his repertoire.
And that winds up a decent run, and it also takes us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
2nd down and 6 now.
Go.
Now Daniels going to give it up on the touch pass.
And he showcases the spin, a pretty good gain before he's taken down.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
60 bison, 60 bison. Check go.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Go.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts.
That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to put him a touchdown and a two-point conversion up.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that'll push the lead up to 8. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Here's Prescott.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it.
And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they'll just make a change on defense, say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
To throw, Prescott. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
Yeah!
Now Prescott.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Yeah, here we go! We're going to 54 wire. We go 46. 26.
Here's Dak.
Wide open receiver complete. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
Now 1st and goal.
Yeah! Here we go! Right there! 26.
One last shot now for Prescott. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down to their final play. They've got to get in the end zone. That's part one. Part two, the two-point conversion.
Throw the two-point conversion right out of their mind. That's what they have to do. What you said is accurate. In the end zone, have to score a touchdown for that to even matter.
Yeah! Here we go! 26.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught on the final play, a touchdown. How about that? And a two-point conversion now will send us to overtime.
We'll break down the touchdown later. It's two-point conversion time. Go to your script, pick your play, and go for it.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
Line up for the two-point conversion.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26. 26.
Prescott.
And it is incomplete. They can't hook up for the two-point conversion, and the defense celebrates a two-point win. What a